What's up guys, Wild Blooms here. This is a different kind of video that's comparing Skyrim to Oblivion as like games themselves. I have honestly no opinion on this really, but I think they're good in their own ways. This will be judged in 5 different categories. The graphics and scenery, the gameplay, the cities, the NPCs, and the maps themselves. Alright, so here we go with Skyrim's graphics and scenery. They're definitely top notch for 2011, still pretty solid for today. There's definitely a lot of amazing views in this game, and I know definitely when I got it I stopped to look around a lot. The only thing that I really ever noticed was that sometimes when you look far out on the water it doesn't look so detailed, and like way out on like the land it sort of looks a little but it's great otherwise. And here's Oblivion. So also really good graphics, especially when you consider that it came out in 2006. Yeah, Skyrim has about 5 years on this game, so you have to give this a little leeway. But anyway, I kind of like the sort of feel of Oblivion more. Like, I think the graphics and stuff are a little more happy, while Skyrim's are a bit more mysterious. But it still has a couple of the same problems that Skyrim does. And here's gameplay for Skyrim. Definitely really fast paced. Use a lot of there's a lot of different options. It's almost endless pretty much. But yeah, there's so many different dungeons. There's so many different types of weapons and armor you can use. And I'm even excluding DLCs because that's completely comparing apples to oranges. But yeah, you can fight anything from vampires to mammoths. Well, and Oblivion has a lot of the same things, but like Skyrim just seemed way more diverse to me, especially when I played through it. Now, I mean, I do know a little more about Skyrim, but there's still, I've just been amazed with just quite the quality of gameplay and how fast-paced it was. But anyway, yeah, it's great. Alright, and here we go with Oblivion. And Oblivion is about it's like Skyrim, except it's just a little bit in the past, for lack of a better way to say that. Like, just because Skyrim's a lot newer, and it just sort of yeah, I think they kind of perfected things, but the gameplay is still pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but even for today, like, I definitely have fun playing this game and like doing dungeons and stuff. The good thing about Skyrim that I forgot to mention though is that you can dual wield. You can't do that in Oblivion, although it's not really a huge loss, because I mean it's just like one way. But even still in Oblivion, there's like a ton of dungeons, and possibilities are still almost endless. So yeah, I wouldn't complain too much, but that's just me. Alright, so cities in Skyrim. There are 5 main cities and 4 more minor cities, and then there's a few towns. The city that I'm walking through right now is Whiterun. As you can see, it's really detailed, not really that big, but there's definitely a lot of time was put into like making the cities look really nice and stuff. I think that like there's definitely a lot of cool things in them that you don't see in a lot of other games, so that's definitely a big plus. But yeah, don't get me wrong, like Oblivions are still really good, but Skyrim's definitely, like, I was surprised with the cities. Like, Skyrim was just amazing to me when I first got it. But yeah, nothing really needs to be said. It all looked really good. Alright, but here's Oblivion. So Oblivion cities are also really good. I don't mean to kind of like change people's opinions or anything, but like I will admit that they are almost as good as Skyrim's. Like, it's just that little time sort of problem that they're 5 years apart, that you really sometimes it's really hard to judge them. But anyway, the cities in Oblivion are a little bigger, but that's just because it's a more inhabited province of Tamriel, the major continent. But yeah, the Imperial City, which is the one that I'm walking through right now, also looks really cool. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of other there's 8 other smaller towns slash cities, I don't really know what you would call them, that are just all around Oblivion. Or Cyrodiil, which is the province. Alright, and here are the NPCs. So, NPCs are definitely, like, good in Skyrim, where you can talk to the people and, like, you can say whatever you, not whatever you want, but, like, you have options on what you can say and stuff like that. And people in general give you a lot of different comments and stuff. Also, if you did complete a certain thing in the game, that, yeah, you actually do get certain parts that, yeah, a lot of people don't really realize this, that at certain parts of the game, you actually, like, they actually talk about, like, hey, good job that you did that, and stuff like that, which I actually thought was really cool, and I definitely was happy about that, that they actually were able to pull that off. So, yeah, it was definitely good in Skyrim. And in Oblivion, it was also really good. It actually was almost exactly the same as Skyrim. The only thing, though, that kind of can be creepy sometimes is, like, when somebody's running to talk to you, sometimes they're coming, like, behind you, and your body just turns to a close-up of their face. Like, for those of you that have watched my Oblivion Let's Play, or at least, like, part 1, I kind of mentioned that, how it's, like, kind of creepy sometimes, but, like, you kind of get used to it after a while, so I honestly wouldn't really worry about it. But, yeah, like, if I had to have any complaint, it would be that, but it's still really good, though. Like, yeah, I noticed, like, they do a good job with voice acting in both games. While there's some people that have, like, the same voice, you really don't notice too much. And it doesn't take away from the gaming experience, which is the most important part. Alright, this is the bottom line right here. So, they're both great games, and this is really just meant to say what you, like, kind of show what you guys might think. But anyway, if you guys want, you can just leave it in the comments. I kind of want to know what other people think of the game and which is better. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video, and subscribe if you want more.